Here's my first long ride. Gonna go get a haircut. Let me just go to cruise and see what that feels like. Oh, still really fast, even in cruise. Right off the bat, the scooter is really tall. In cruise mode, still going 40 miles per hour, but really smooth. Climbing up this hill, no problem. It's a chilly day right now too. It's like 51 degrees, so we'll see if that impacts the range as well. And I think I might have to drive kind of conservative. I'll be pulling some throttle as fast as I can in certain areas, but I also don't want to not make it home. It says my range right now would only be 26 miles. It went from 80 to 26 in just that short amount of time of pulling on the throttle. So no audible feedback for the turn signals is one thing I'm already noticing. So you might forget that it's on. Brakes are good, because my round trip is going to be about 26 miles. So it's really tall though. When you get off of this, you kind of have to be careful. Trigger is instantaneous though, so there's no dead zone in there. Yeah, I should have brought the charger with me, but I was gonna try to do a range test and I thought I would get a lot more, but I don't know. Based off of what I'm seeing here, I might have to be really conservative to make sure I get there and back. Wish me luck. Handled that turn pretty well. So it's very interesting how the scooter moves. It's a bit larger tires, and it definitely sways a little bit more than what I would expect from hyper scooters, but it's just so tall in stature, so you kind of have to go with one or the other. Either you choose ability to do streets and off-roading, but you get a little bit of that instability just because it's taller and off the ground, or you go with a nice low platform, which is ultra stable. And but the problem with that ultra stability is that you can't really go off-roading. So you have that feeling when you're high up on the scooter, it definitely feels kind of more swayy. Man, I just keep hitting all these lights. So wow, I've already eaten 8% of the charge, and I'm not even that far into this trip, so I'm hoping that I make it back, or else it's not going to be fun. That, or maybe I'm just riding really slow on the way back. So maybe that's what I'll do. Full throttle there, chirp the wheels, hitting that little bump. There's a ton of potholes in this road, but pretty good. See, I just took one hand off of there, and really stable because of that steering damper. So very first time I've ever used this type of trigger. I'm not sure how much I like it right now. I totally forgot to bring a phone mount, so I'm gonna try to do this all off of memory of how to get there. Oh man, already at 88% charge. I ate 12% of that battery pretty quickly, so I am a little worried about getting home and making it there. Who else is with me? Range anxiety can be a little bit nerve-wracking sometimes, and I should have just packed the charger. I should have been smart enough to do that, but instead I was too prideful and was like, I'm gonna do this in one trip. I'm gonna prove that I can do it. And I'm probably gonna be able to do it. I'm just gonna have to go with snail speeds coming back home. Pretty sure I need to go this route. So I'm in beast mode. I'm probably gonna have to turn it down a little bit. So let me just go comfort. We'll just take it easy. We'll take it easy. I went back up to 88 miles of range, so maybe I just gotta stay in comfort, but it's still going pretty fast. I'm still cooking it at 40 miles per hour, which isn't that slow, but for me it's a little slow. One thing I can already tell you is these turn signals are pretty much worthless. Super dark. They almost should just remove them because it gives you that false sense of security that people know what you're doing. Handles well though, so really eats up those bumps nice. So I just hit that dip, as you saw. Thank you, guy. Thanks for the waving me on. Oh, I probably need to get going faster on this one, so I gotta put it in sport probably. be the better option. "45 miles per hour, no problems at all." So yeah, same with traffic. This thing's doing great. Oh, Dartmouth, that's where I need to go. That's what it's telling me to do. Dartmouth. Okay, there's the bike trail. Don't go too fast. I'm at 82% charge, so I've been 18% of the battery up until this point. But yeah, see right here, I'm gonna hit this pretty hard. Boom, man, nice and soft. That was soft and cushy. Carves really well, so can definitely get into the carves. So this scooter definitely takes some getting used to, and very similar with most of the large tired scooters, more nimble than some of them. So one scooter, for example, is everybody keeps asking me to review the 7260R again. That was like my least favorite 13-inch tire scooter. Super unstable. Voro also sells it, but from what I'm seeing is it still has the same issue as before, where the front end just does not feel good. It really feels like it's about to buck you off if you were to turn incorrectly at higher speeds. This feels nice and solid. So in cruise, it's doing pretty good. I like that the range changes based off of your speed mode. And whoa, what is this guy doing? This guy was going crazy. Guy's driving slow the whole time, and then he's like, "Oh man, the scooter's about to pass me up, so let me just drive really fast and come really close to him, even though I'm in the bike lane." Thanks, guy. Let's try to get here. Where are we at right now? Okay. Oh yeah, I'm good, thank you. Look how nice Colorado is. People's coming to check on me. Oh yeah, do you happen to have a charger? Maybe I should have asked that. But speaking about the charger, for being such a massive battery, I think this should come with a bigger charger. It's a 40 amp hour battery, so it does take quite a while to charge it with just the one single charger. Yeah, bike lanes are interesting too. I don't love being in a bike lane, but I'll do it just because I'm not going super fast. If I'm going super fast, I'm typically always just in the street. I'll let this car go in front of me. Lucid was worried about me. Don't worry, guy, I'm electric too. Turning radius is really bad though on this scooter, so just keep that in mind. It's not easy to make tight turns with this scooter. Yeah, the bike lanes are just sketch because most people aren't expecting a scooter to be going that fast in it. So if I was to go on the right side of this and someone was to take a turn right, a lot of times they won't end up seeing you. So just be careful, act as if no one can see you. That's really my best advice. If you just assume that nobody sees you, that's typically the safest way to ride. Oh yeah, here it is. There's the trail to the Highline Canal. So let's test out this horn in here. I should test out the lights in there too. Oh, thank you. I think I'm gonna have like 70% battery left to go home, so yeah, I think I can rally home. Yoo! This guy's gonna be mad at me for passing him, even though he's taking up the whole trail. But he thinks he's the fastest thing on the trail. Actually, here, I'll just do him a solid. Get up off of the trail so he doesn't get mad. This guy's like taking up the whole trail. I'm not sure what's going on there. All right, so we're at 48, 50 miles per hour. 52, 54, 55, 56, 57. I'm just in sport mode too, and it's smooth. Man, this scooter's nice in the turns. 54 miles per hour. Yeah, so it's handling well. So you can tuck in there. I do love this massive platform. And the foot placement actually. Wow, this is nice. So I just hit 57, 58 is what I saw on there. And handling really well. No shakes and shimmies. Really feels solid, man. Very impressed. I was worried with the, like I said earlier, these large tire scooters, they can be hit or miss. They can be really awesome or really terrible. And these brakes, phenomenal. We're still 70% charge. Let's say I'm only at 18 miles charge right now left, even though I'm at 71% battery, but I am in sport mode. So that is weird. When you stop for a while, it just tends to go into neutral. So I wonder if there's a way for me just to easily get it back into speed mode. And I'm just gonna keep it on cruise going all the way there for now. And even in cruise mode, still handles pretty well. Hitting 43 miles per hour, 44, 45, 46. Yeah, there's this kick plate. I wasn't sure what to think of it because it's not smooth to the center. It has these pedals that we almost see on EUCs, the spiky pedals. So I was like, that is really weird. I've never seen that before on a kick plate. Man, it really actually gets your foot locked in, and then you're almost like in an attack stance. So one foot is locked in the rear, but it gives you this really locked in feeling. And so one thing too, just like I said, you just gotta imagine you're like invisible, is people come darting out of these roads left and right all the time. And so you just have to be prepared. I like to try to ride more in the center so I have more time to react. Some people love riding on the right side of the road. If somebody pulls out of a driveway or pulls out of the street without looking at all, and they just barely pull out, you'll pretty much get knocked off your scooter or whatever PEV you're on. Think ahead of time what could possibly go wrong. I feel like that's what's really kept me pretty safe and on PEVs over the years. And see, look, like that guy, he just started pulling out, wasn't even paying attention. He was looking at the dog walker, and now he's looking at his phone. I don't know if you saw that, but that's a prime example of just like head on the swivel, paying attention all the time, and making sure that you get there safely. 50 miles per hour, ultra stable. Haven't got it up to that 70 or 80 miles per hour top speed yet. I'm more impressed with this than I thought I was gonna be. I thought, yeah, it's gonna be a high-powered scooter. Yeah, it may be all right. Big tires, hit and miss. It took a while for it to come out. It had the original wings that like popped out of it from the sides, and then they got rid of that. So they don't have that anymore. I would have been intrigued to see how that felt riding, especially at higher speeds. Almost like that would be more like in a sport bike stance type of thing of how that other one was set up. All right, so I'm about to get on Federal, and if you're from Colorado, you know what's up with Federal. I'm here to see all my cousins, my Asian cousins here on Federal. And if you're Hispanic, you got some cousins here too. So I'm at 65% charge right now. I'm gonna gas it right here. Let's see. Okay, we're in beast mode. Beast mode. Okay. See, 40, 41, 47, 49, 50, boom, bump! Yeah, man, this is nice! That bump on a lot of scooters would have felt extremely jarring, really sketch. That just ate it up. This suspension is great, so I'm excited to take this off-roading. Yeah, this road's terrible. If you guys can see this road, how terrible it is, look at all this stuff going on here. Oh, we're here. I made it here. Holy moly. So yeah, if you ever want to go get a haircut, if you ever want the best haircut, especially if you're an Asian guy, because my hair kind of grows out like grass, it's wispy, this is the place to go. Look at all my Asian cousins here. There's tons of them. Some of the best dim sum too. We got Star Kitchen. Okay, I'm gonna walk the scooter in a second. So 63% charge. So yeah, I'm 6 feet tall, and look at where this handlebar is up to. this scooter itself is at least 5 feet tall. Pretty wild how tall it is. Hi there. Van's been cutting my hair for 13 years. But look at this. Let's see Van compared to this scooter. Is it taller than you, Van? Pretty much as tall as her.
Yeah, about my height.
Look at it. She did a great job. Look at this haircut. It's massive. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Take that off-road.
Yeah, it is. It's made for everything. Got some good stuff today, but I'll buy some of these. Okay, here you go. Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
So it goes into neutral after some time, and I don't know if I can turn that off, but so I got 63% charge left, and I gotta go 12 miles. So I got it in beast mode now. Coming out of here. Alrighty. This road is awful though. So 47, 49, 51. Yeah, look at this. There's a big bump right there. Let's see, I would rather be in the center. I don't really like being pinned up against the curbs. I like to have an escape route. So this car is kind of not paying attention. I'm sure if I rode by them, they're going to be on their cell phone. Just by the way they're swaying. Oh yeah. So that thing hit that bump and felt fine over it. Scooter's rock solid. Feels really good with the bigger tires. Okay, let's shoot this gap up. Okay. But yeah, these brakes are excellent. Some of the best brakes actually I've ever felt on an electric scooter. They're DOT hydraulic brakes. So they're motorcycle grade brakes, and then let's see how fast this can take off on beast mode. Okay, tires slid out. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 52. So it's a fast scooter. It's not as fast as some of the other scooters' acceleration, just simply because of the bigger tires. And that's what I expect from these larger tires. Your acceleration is typically not as great, but still really fast. But I do like the position that I am in. Just seeing higher, it's nice because you can kind of see ahead of yourself. Problem with some of these scooters is if you're behind a car, you can't really see like what's going on in front of them and if there's any type of like potholes or any type of dangers. So I do like a higher stance. Dang, I don't know if I'm gonna make it home if I keep hitting all these stop lights. Dang. I'm on like the timing to hit all these lights, so I'm just gonna take it easy just to make sure I can get home. That's the most important thing right now. So if I was actually going balls to the walls with a battery that was fully charged, it definitely would have faster acceleration. Right now we're sitting at a 56% charge. So still climbing pretty well in speed and accelerating well. All right, going downhill. Hit 59, 62, 63, 63 miles per hour. And it definitely has more in the tank. I just don't have a lot of runway going on here. Oh, I should have tried to shoot that gap, but it was a little bit tight. Says I have 13 miles of range, so I think I'm gonna get home. I think I'm gonna make it. I'm really digging this scooter. Feels solid. It's heavy. Dun, 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 dun. It's NFL Sunday. Oh yeah, we're getting a golf cart coming here soon in partnership with the NFL and Lowe's and Candy America. So that's coming pretty soon. It's gonna be sweet. I haven't been able to break free of this group. It's just kind of bunched up. I do want to try to see if I could hit that top speed. At least 70. 53, 56, 57. Let's see if I turn left here. Oh, I think I'm going to be in the front of the pack here. All right, I think I'm going to be able to test out the top speed here. Here, go as fast as I can towards this light. 50, 53. Okay, I don't know if you could hear those tires peeling out, but here we might be able to hit the top speed. 41, 44, 46, 48. Oh no! I keep hitting these lights. How's it going? Thanks, man. It goes, they say 70, 70, 70. I know a little Spanish. All the Mexicans around here know me as the Chino Cochino, guys. If you know, you know. I used to do road construction from 10 years old to 15 years old, and all the Mexican coworkers of mine, that was the nickname that they made for me, and it's stuck ever since. Hopefully gave you a chuckle, because most of the time when I say it, most people give me a good old smile. So it says I've got 11 miles of range left. I'm trying to be respectful. Technically, lane filtering is legal here in Colorado, but people get pissed off, and then I don't want them driving close to me, speeding on a scooter. So I'm just taking the path of least resistance and taking a chill ride. When I'm able to break free, I break free. But this is a realistic test for you guys if you're gonna plan on taking the scooter out and just enjoying your time, seeing how it's gonna operate and if it's gonna be smooth enough for your journey. And I'd say it's smooth. It's definitely smooth. So this is a pretty steep incline and it's climbing up it, no problem at all. All right, let me try to break free here. I think I can break free here. I'm gonna try to shoot the gap here if I can. Okay, 48, 49. Oh, that guy gave me a thumbs up. I don't know if you saw that. He gave me a thumbs up. He's trying to let me break free. 51. Oh, it's a lady. 52. Okay. Oh, that's a big bump. Yeah, these big tires are a lot safer hitting potholes, manholes. That manhole was like a 2-inch dip, and I rolled right over it. So I'm hitting 54, hitting 55, 56. This sign's telling me to slow down. 58, 59, 59 on the display. So I gotta watch out for this car coming out. Holy cow, see, that's the car you gotta watch out for. Do you see that? I was ready to hit the horn. 58, 59. Should I pull up to this motorcyclist and see what he says? Dang, that is one fancy jacket. Look at this guy. Oh, it's a lady. She didn't know what to expect. I'd give this a thumbs up. 32% left in the battery. I'm gonna make it. This is awesome. Cruising at 50. One nice thing is just how massive this deck is for shuffling your feet around, because I've been standing up for quite some time right now, going pretty fast, and just being able to shift your feet around. It's not narrow, it's really wide, this deck. I'm still waiting to see kind of where it's going to throttle me down. I haven't had it where sometimes these scooters, once you get below 30%, it starts to really throttle down how fast you can go. All right, made it through. It was orange. This guy over next to me is looking at me like, what is this clown doing? Yes, sir, I am a clown, and I understand that. An adrenaline junkie clown. Yeah, these brakes are really great how they modulate. just how hard I broke right there, or just how hard I slammed on the brakes right there. These brakes they feel really solid. They don't feel like they're sliding out. It doesn't feel like they just lock up. That's the problem with some of the other brakes out there on scooters, is that when you go to brake, it just locks up the tires. You're sliding, you're still able to stop, but it's kind of sketch. This is really nice of how smooth and great the stopping power is. 5, 42, 45. And I gotta watch out for people coming out of this right here. 51. Yeah, I'd say these are the best brakes I've ever felt on an electric scooter. So even at 22% charge, I'm still able to pill out that front tire a little bit. It's not a ton of pilling out, it just kind of burns out a little bit. But yeah, a lot of these scooters, once you hit below that certain battery threshold, they'll just start throttling you. It's not even fun to ride them below 30% battery. See, let's see how it handles this turn. Yeah, nice and solid. Steering damper is really well placed. Geometry of this scooter is nice. So we're at 16% charge. We tried this turn real quick at a decent speed. Handled well right there in that dip. Oh, that car's smoking. Okay, now it's starting to throttle me. I'm at 15% battery. Whoa, I don't know what's going on with this car. It's like smoking. So we're sitting at about 27 miles of range so far for 85% of the battery, but right now it's at like Snell speed. Now it's starting to throttle me down. Below 15%, I'm only able to go up to 30 miles per hour, which is, it's the speed limit on this road. Speed limit on this road is only 30. I would have thought I would have gotten a little bit more out of this battery. Oh yeah, so it's really throttling me down right now. But we are going uphill. So yeah, going on the downhill parts will let me go up to like 30. When I'm climbing up the hill, it's only going like 20, 18. Oh yeah. Man, overall my consensus on the scooter is it's pretty good. Surprised with how stable it is for being so large and having 13-inch tires. I'm impressed with the acceleration so far. Really smooth. Sine wave controllers are buttery smooth. This throttle, I like it. I've gotten used to it for sure. At first it felt a little bit awkward just because I hadn't ridden one like this before, but right now it's nice. And it's actually, this throttle is the same thumb throttle, they just flipped it. We got a lot of cool gadgets in the garage right now. This thing right here, this is the charger. It's a 4 amp output, so it's gonna take you 10 hours to charge from empty to full. They should have provided at least a 10 amp charger. So in total, my trip, I got 31 miles of range. VoroMotors website states 50 miles of range at full speed, so it is overstated. Just keep that in mind. If you're a 200-pound rider riding at moderate pace speeds, I'd say I was averaging about 40 miles per hour on that whole trip. Yes, there's still a little bit of battery left and I could probably stretch it out, but it was no fun riding at Snell speeds towards the end.